That's so irritating. Damn, I lost all the rules for World 5. That sucks. Uh, okay. Well, I think we're back. That's very unfortunate that I lost those rules. Now, I know that 6 was about symmetry. We were looking at horizontal symmetry and then vertical symmetry. And specifically, not with the line, but with the covered path. So this is probably going to be symmetry as well. Rule number 1 is probably start on circle. Yes. No, it's on. Sorry, folks, I'm getting back in the swing of getting everything running again. Because I just had 2 crashes happen back to back. You beat Love Yourself. So I just replayed it, and I had been recommending Sweet World. Sweet World is I think it's a little more straightforward than Love Yourself is, but it does ask you to do a couple of things that are harder than what Love Yourself asks. But that probably would still be my recommendation. Sweet World. All right. Start on circle, end on square. Probably still don't touch triangle. Yep. Don't touch triangle. And I don't know what this is exactly asking for me to do. Start on circle, end on square. I mean, symmetry has been the rule of the day for this. Maybe it's horizontal and vertical symmetry. And I think it's with, again, not the line that I draw, but with the path that gets covered up. I guess not symmetry, but like... I don't know the word to describe what has to happen, but I'm pretty sure I can make it happen. Yo, Kyan, thank you very much for the heart meat and for the freaking galaxy. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. Diagonally symmetrical? Is that how you would describe So I can't cover this square. Because if I covered that square, then I would need to cover this one. Like that. That'll work. Does it? Yes, that's exactly right. Mega Man X6 Weapon Center. Infinity Midginian? I've never played X6. Never played anything past X3, I think? Okay, so this is probably that I must touch the star. Start on circle, and on square, must touch star. Now, must touch a star? I don't know what the symmetry is. I don't understand this rule. I played some of Mega Man Command. Not very much, though. That was one of the few games I had on PlayStation 2. I played a bunch of the Zero series and some of the Battle Network games. But I don't have, like, the most extensive history with Mega Man. touch 1 star. Oh, I really liked 0. I liked that you could unlock more things than just Robot Master's weapons. Like if you did well on a boss fight, you'd be able to unlock yeah, the ranking system, exactly. Although, it did introduce a problem where if you needed to be stronger because you weren't doing well, it was harder to get that way. Does this have to do with the empty spaces I'm leaving? I don't think it does. Really? Alright, whatever. I don't think the direction that I take the line actually matters. It's just the path that is drawn. Hey, Tingly Spice, thank you for the heart me. I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to mute this. Which is fine. See, I don't get why... some of these lines are okay and some of them aren't. Is it the length? Is that all there is to it? One is fine. 2 is fine. 3 is fine. 4 it doesn't like. 5 it doesn't like. 6 it doesn't like. But it does like 5 if it's drawn from this way. Which Mega Man Zero did I like the most? I don't have a strong differentiation between them in my head. Is it... it has to be symmetrical through the star? I think that might be it. But if that's the case, how would this... This is Understand. Understand is a game about drawing lines and fulfilling rules. The Kazue challenge level, yeah, that was a fun one. That level took a while. That was, I think, like 4 hours. Yeah, well, I've been playing for a long time, so don't feel bad about seeing something that seems out of your skill range, because a lot of stuff is supposed to be right now. Yeah, I started playing Mario Maker. So I guess what I should say is, when I started doing Mario more regularly, it was with Mario Maker. I have to end on that square. Yeah, Sweet World is my first recommendation. Sweet World, or maybe Oops, All Fortresses. Sweet World is a little more straightforward than Love Yourself was. Pretty much everything is moving straight from left to right, and it's one screen high levels. Thank you, I appreciate it. So, the rules are start on a circle. That's this first dot here. End on a square. That's the second dot. Draw a line through exactly one star. That's the third rule. And the fourth rule is, I guess, make a symmetrical shape between around the star. So I've got a lot of extra space here, and I'm going to need that to actually make this work. The third rule is touch exactly one star. So if I were to touch both stars, it doesn't fulfill that rule. But if I touch one, it does. No. I mean, that's not one of the rules. So, centering on this star. If I make it wider, it would look like that. Wider still would look like this. And since I need to have this spot filled in also, there are 4 logic rules. Start on a circle, end on a square, draw a line through one star, and make your shape be symmetrical around the star that you draw a line through. Yeah, this is a puzzle game, and I'm trying to figure out how to draw the shape properly. I don't think that is going to work. I don't know exactly what the word that it needs to be is. So let me exit this puzzle, and I'll show you more examples of the kind of symmetry that we're talking about. Diagonal symmetry? And yes, it does need to be centered on the star, and not just be a symmetrical shape. I confirmed that using other puzzles. The line shape doesn't matter. What matters is the covered area. You can't do that. I can only cover one star. I must cover exactly one star. I must cover exactly one star. I must end on the square and cover exactly one star. One, two, three, four. This does not work. The reason this does not work is that I am now covering two stars. I must cover exactly one star. Plus, I need to end on the square. So we're failing two rules here. Rule number 3 is draw through exactly one star. I'm not drawing through a star, and this rule is not met. Now that I am drawing through the star, this rule is met. Over top of first star, go up. I mean, this would need to be... No, I have to start on the circle. This is not symmetrical with the star in the center. And I'm making a point of that because of this rule, this puzzle right here. This is an example of having to be a diagonally symmetrical shape centered on the star. And so is this one. And so is this one. Yeah, it needs to be diagonally symmetrical. Okay. If we use this star as our starting point, it can be a shape that is this wide. It could be a shape that is this wide. It could be a shape that is this wide. It could be this wide. The trouble with making a very wide shape like this, though, is that I need to... Like, I can't draw a hollow box like that. This would require me to cover over this star. I need to draw a line through here. The colored squares, not the lines. No, it's not that it needs to be the same number of blocks away, because that would be literally impossible here. So let's go to what a shape would look like using this star. Maybe that wide, or that wide, or this wide. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Did I miss? I missed. Okay. I mean, would you agree that that's the right term for the description of this type of symmetry is diagonally symmetrical? Yeah, I got it. That's what that star meant. Okay. New set of rules. Sweetie, thank you so much for the heartbeat. So, start on circle, end on square. I know that we have at least must touch star. And then the kind of shape I need to draw feels kind of up in the air. I don't understand why that would be good and this would not. Maybe it has to do with the empty space. So like, this has a matching empty space. This has a matching empty space. This has a matching empty space. Symmetrical empty space? And this is must touch all stars. That's why we're able to fulfill that rule when there are no stars on the board. That's right, Frankie. Yeah, like that. That's kind of a cool puzzle. 6-6. I mean, I don't know what these rules are. My assumption was that it was something like, don't touch any circles and fill up all other spaces. The second rule seems to be don't touch circles. But I don't know what the first rule is. Because it can't be fill all spaces. It likes that? I don't know why. It likes that, and I don't know why. I don't get it. It's like... I I do not understand this at all. I can't fathom what that rule could possibly be. I've just fulfilled it. I mean, the only thing I did right there was try to fill as much of the board as I possibly could. The circles at the bottom tell me what rules are being fulfilled. So if I take and touch one of these circles, I'm no longer fulfilling the second rule. But I am fulfilling the first rule, which I have no idea what it is. It might just be count. It's not. Like, I think it might be related to the number of empty spaces that are touching the circles. Like, this circle is one circle by itself and has one empty square touching it. Yeah, I think you're getting at the same thing that I'm getting at. So can we... 4 circles. We have an empty space for each of them. But it doesn't like that. It does like it when we have a smaller number of empty spaces. I don't know. I do not understand this rule. Have empty space less than touching number of circles. That's a tricky one. That doesn't match with most of the rest of the puzzles we've seen in this category. I don't have a clue what that second rule is, because I have not been able to find a way not to fulfill it. The rules do change on each set of puzzles, yes. So, 6-6, the rules are all the same. 6-7, we've got all the same rules in 6-7, but they're different from 6-6. Holy cow, Willis. And suddenly, we don't have rule number 2 fulfilled anymore. I think the first rule is to touch all the shapes. Well, it's obviously not touch all the shapes. What? Okay. Huh? So the difference here is that we've got more squares than circles. So it might have something to do with the count again. I don't get it. I'm so confused by these. I don't understand why this is bad and this is good. These are all basically examples of examples of things that fulfill the rules. So, being in 6-7, this is the 7th puzzle of 6-7. And each one of these all follows the same rules. It's giving me more examples to figure out how to fulfill these. Suddenly different shapes? Yeah. I feel like it has something to do with, like, some shapes are good to be touching and some shapes are bad to be touching. But I don't know how to determine those. It's like, find the shapes that are good to touch and touch those shapes. And don't touch shapes that are bad to touch. But that doesn't help me for this one. I don't get it. So going off the logic from what we had here, I don't know what makes a good symbol to touch and a bad symbol to touch. But listen. That was one rule. That's one rule. One rule. No rule. So I know that those are good. I know that that one's bad. 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 Good. Good. I'm touching all the good ones. I don't get it. I don't get it. There must be something that explicitly defines what is a good shape and what is a bad shape. I don't know what it would be. Touch good symbols. Touch all goods? No. It's like the rules are touch all good symbols. And then our second rule is don't touch bad symbols. I feel like a failure because the puzzle is solved, but I don't know why the puzzle is solved. We've got 4 rules here, and I don't know what any of them are. Well, these circles are allowed to touch. I think the last rule might have something to do with symmetry again. Maybe not. Maybe having the white space be equal. Yeah. The first rule might be touch all squares. The second rule might be touch no circles. So if we just noodle around and draw and don't touch circles. Yeah. Let me write these down. Touch all squares. Don't touch circles. Rule 3, I'm a little confused on. Yes, and I'm touching all of the no squares. Hey, Kale. There are no squares left untouched. We've got matching shapes here. Uh-oh, doesn't like that. Yeah. Maybe it's like the empty space containing the circles has to be able to rotate to the same shape. but it doesn't like this. I play by drawing lines. Hey, A-okay. What's the objective? To fulfill all the rules. We know that one rule is to touch every square, and another rule is to not touch circles. Could we narrow down what these other rules are? Okay. I'm going to hypothesize that rule number 3 is to have the same number of circles in each empty area. You don't understand? That makes 2 of us. No, I think rule number 3 is leave 2 sets of empty space. This is understand, it's a puzzle game. Two sets of empty space, and the empty areas must have the same number of spaces in them? Is it that simple? I mean, it feels like it should be shape related. We can look. This game is called Understand. I don't think it is possible to fill all the empty space. Yeah. Except I think the third rule literally is leave 2 empty spaces. Because this fulfills that third rule. And this no longer does. And this is highlighting that the empty areas don't need to have circles in them. What else could that fourth rule be? What if it's, No, I don't think that's the fourth rule. If it was the fourth rule, this would be working. And also, this would not be. This is 3 empty areas, of course. I think the shape must have to matter. I mean, I don't think this is a coincidence. I mean, I can get that like that, and that works. Okay, alright. I mean, I guess it follows the same pattern. But the circles not needing to be in the shape was, I think, a red herring for me. 2 empty areas. Empty areas must be mirrored shapes? Something like that? Okay, we're going to assume that we have start on circle and on square, because a lot of these have had that exact same set of rules. Perhaps don't touch triangle for the third rule. Did the line I drew have to be symmetrical now? It's on Steam. I think one of the rules is probably to have only one set of empty spaces. Let's see if we can figure it. Oh, gosh. Which I think would be rule number 4. And then I think we've got something regarding the count. Hey, Dalton. Willis, have a good night. Thank you for being here. It does have to end on the square, yes. That's what I was looking for. A way to leave, an equal number of empty spaces together with the triangles. So I'm gonna assume that rule 1 is don't touch circles. Don't touch symbols. Is the cool thing what I think the cool thing is? Yeah, twice in a row, back to back. All of a symbol must be together. That's probably the third rule. The second rule might be shape related. Rectangular area? Oh no. No, it's good to have ideas to bounce off of. I don't know how I would separate these symbols. Which I say that to mean that apparently the rule is not to separate the symbols. I mean, rule number 2 has nothing to do with separating the symbols. At least it doesn't seem to. It's just having any line satisfies it. I don't understand. I don't think the rule has to do with separating symbols. This is weird that this works. So I've broken rule number 1. Symmetry with what? The symbols? Symbol symmetry? God, I can't draw a straight line. I don't understand how to factor the triangle into this. Okay. This is one shape. This is one shape. This is one shape. This is two shapes that are identical with the symbols on the edges. This is two shapes that are identical with the symbols in the corners. This is one shape with everything in the corners. It likes this. And that makes sense. So can I get just No, I mean, the way that I draw the line doesn't matter. I don't think that the symbols themselves have to be the same, like, across all of them. So long as they're... It can't be vertical symmetry. It's like diagonal symmetry again. Which I guess is the complicated part about this one. They don't have to be the same shape. You can split the symbols, but I don't think that you must. By the rectangle, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Where you start the line does not matter. The only thing that matters is the build-in and empty spaces. I'm not sure that that's the case, Falconera. Like, I don't think that there's a relation between... Like, if I could draw it so that this triangle was contained in its own little square, I think that that would also work. But you just cannot draw that shape. We'll come back to that one. This game is Understand. It's about drawing lines and satisfying rules. The first rule is that we can't touch any of these symbols. So I haven't touched any of the squares or circles, so the first rule is satisfied. Yeah, I don't think That's the question, is what the other rules are. I think that the second rule is that all of a symbol must be together. So every circle needs to have access to every other circle. Every square needs to have access to every other square. Right. So here's the thing. We need to solve this last one without knowing what rules are and are not being satisfied. This is why I'm going through the lengths of figuring out what all the rules are before trying to move on. The third rule... Third rule must just be like all empty areas are diagonally symmetrical or something like that. Like the symmetrical with their shapes. I'm basically just trying to completely ignore the squares for right now. And I'm focusing on what kind of shape I could make with the circles. No, I didn't play Emerald. That would make any kind of sense. So, like, completely ignoring the square. That would work for the circles. But since I can't just ignore the square, can I do something like that? Yeah. Whoops. Okay. Like that. I believe it's the same for every shape. But the triangle does not have its own specific rule. So what I want, just on the face, is this for the squares. I don't know if I can have that though. Like, if I do something like this, we've got a symmetrical area for the triangle and for the squares. I think here that the triangle needs to be completely alone like that. Make an L. I can't do that. Well, I mean, that doesn't fulfill the rules. Yeah, I beat Mario every time. A 2x3 L would not fulfill the rules. Something like that, but also... I don't think you're gonna be able to make that work. Huh? I was thinking that too, Al, but... Triangle is making things difficult. Bye, Kale. TikTok Robin. Yeesh. They give you so much empty space there. Alright. So you ready for something wild? Hold on. Hold on. Before we go in there. Empty space must be... Okay. So it gives you the first solution, right? Something is going to be different here. Start on square, end on circle. Maybe it's don't touch star? Touch all triangles? Start on square. End on circle. Touch all triangles. Don't touch star. Nope. Well. Oh no. I think I need to use the same solution on multiple puzzles. Because we've got this line drawn here. And this is flipped diagonally, starting in the top left, starting in the top right, flipped horizontally? Yeah, flipped horizontally. Is this also flipped horizontally? Start on the right and the top left. Now I don't know what that means. Am I solving a different puzzle, maybe? Like, maybe the solution that I'm making is actually the solution to a different puzzle. Like, the lines I'm drawing are... Okay, so... Let me back this up. Start on circle. End on square. Touch all stars. Don't touch triangle. Okay. So if we were gonna draw a solution to this puzzle that would look like this. We could then trace that from here, right? So I'm actually solving this puzzle in this one. But backwards. Okay. Start on circle. End on square. Touch all stars. Don't touch triangles. Start on circle. End on square. Touch all stars. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. Bottom right. Up. And then... Wait, hold on. Bottom right, opposite corner. Okay. Start on circle. Upright, all the way down. 2 over. Okay. Oh. Wrong way. This one. Start on circle. Okay, that one's pretty straightforward. That's so fun. Okay. We're not going to worry about this one right now. I understand how that one works, but we'll go back to that when... Actually, oops. I just closed the game. I solved 4 question mark. So 4 question mark was start on circle, end on square, don't touch triangle. And then the 4th rule, I think, is the path needs to contain all of the other paths on all of the other sub-puzzles. Yeah, well, I mean, not the color, but the world. So, World 1 was all about explicitly what shape is what. World 5 was explicitly the count and how the count interacts with each other. So, like, I had to touch the 1s first, and then the 2s, and then the 3s. 1s, 2s, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. So on and so forth. So what I need to do is draw a line that contains all the rest of these. Wait, that's not gonna work. These are all solved now. They all had to be solved using the same filled-in area. Okay. It was, because I already knew the answer. Let's take a look at 7-1. So, we get kind of a hint as to what type of puzzles we're going through. How I solved it in a previous session, and then I ended up erasing it. So we get kind of a hint for what kind of puzzles we're going after by, like, the sort of shape of the area. So 5 was all about count, so we've got these counts here. 4 was about the shapes that get made by empty areas. Gosh, I don't remember what 2 was about. Like, counts of symbols or something? So 7 has something to do with arrows. I think the arrows indicate the direction that the line has to go through them. Yeah.
Here comes a new challenger!
So it doesn't have to enter from the back of the arrow, but it does need to leave from the front of the arrow. So we can express this as two rules. All arrows must be covered. Arrows must be exited in the direction of the arrow. Seven two. So this is not that it needs to be exited from that direction, but it needs to be entered in the direction of the arrow. I'm going to assume that, again, all arrows must be covered. Must be entered in the direction of the arrow. Which also means that I can exit it in a different direction. I understand these. Is this maybe both? Yeah. And I'm keeping a document where I'm writing down all the individual rules on all of them, so that if a rule comes up again, I have a record of it. Something is not adding up. I don't think it's anything to do with blank spaces. Because if it was, all of these wouldn't be. It's the third rule that's getting broken here. Oh, that is an excellent hypothesis. Ah ha ha. So which... I think it's entering that's important. Wait, hold on. Enter and exit then? That's fine. Must be entered and exit in the direction of the arrow. All arrows of the same direction must be done consecutively. Okay. This needs to be a solid line of... So it can't, like, go around. No, I don't think so, Vapor Snake. mean, on its face, it looks so open-ended. This is understand. Leaving space around the left and right arrow to loop back isn't really possible. The rules are that all arrows must be covered. Arrows must be entered. Well, apparently, arrows must be entered and exited in the same direction of the arrow. And that the arrows of the same direction must all be done consecutively. The trouble is that I need to use all of my height to do... Yeah, the square is where I started drawing the line at. I need to use all of my height to get both... both of the ups or downs, but that's not entirely accurate. No, they must be entered and exited in the direction that they point to. So, it needs to be entered from the left to the right, and then needs to be exited in the same direction. So I can't like come out around here and come out here because then I wouldn't be able to exit this arrow to the right. I can't really loop around the left arrows though, because I still need to enter the right arrow from here. Like there's no... All of these spaces must be used up just for the left and right arrows. Definitionally. Yes, the downs have to be consecutive, and so do the ups, and so do the lefts, and so do the rights. What do you mean that's it? I didn't get all the shapes. Just don't go too far down, you can't avoid it. That didn't work. You're saying something like that? Or something like that? That doesn't work. That doesn't work because I'm not doing the down arrows consecutively. I think I understand this one. The arrows are pointing at... Let's see. Rule number 1 is don't touch arrows. Rule 2 is do touch the space that an arrow points at. which overrides the first rule. Did I misunderstand something? Oh, I think we need to leave the space behind it empty. Okay. So the first rule is actually leave the space behind arrows empty. And the rules don't contradict each other. And oh. That's cool. I like that one. Because you can make an assumption and have that assumption hold true until the very end. And then you have to reevaluate what your assumption is. I like that. Yeah. Well, I just meant that since I've used the same rule for literally every other puzzle. What? It seems like it's pointing at an area that's not to be used. So but that's not the case. It likes it when I touch all the arrows. Is that rule number one? Certainly seems to be. I don't think it is, though. um... I mean, the direction of travel of the line isn't important. Do you think it's that I have to be touching arrows that other arrows are pointing at, even if there's an empty space between them? So how would I say this? I think rule 1 is touch arrows that are pointed at, and rule 2 is don't touch arrows that aren't pointed at. Yeah. Okay. I think the first rule seems to be touch the space before and after an arrow. Rule number 2 is don't touch the arrow. And I don't know what rule 3 is. In front and B arrow. Oh. Arrow. Okay. Rule 3 seems to be the it has to do with the order. So like I need to start behind the arrow and then go in front. Or so if we go from here, it likes that. We go from there, it likes that. But it does not like this. And I can use different arrows without having to worry about using them consecutively. Don't touch the space behind the arrow before the space. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Did I unsolve one? I did. We'll back out of there for a second. Oh gosh. I have gone way longer than I intended to. Wow, I got kind of lost. I need to make food. I'm starving. Yeah. This is a really cool game. I think it's really hard to communicate what's cool about the game, but once it starts to click, it really starts to click. Yeah, we're all starting to understand. I really like this game. I find it very difficult that I'm only just now crossing the halfway point. Yeah, I don't know. Alright guys, let me find somebody who's online on Twitch so we can have somebody to raid. And I'm gonna jump off. Let's see. Yo, thanks for the GGs. It's cool that there's always more rules to not understand. Let's go raid Donald. Donald is doing Peachy Moat World hard mode. I think he's practically at the end. Yeah, he's at the final level, I think. That must be why he's still on doing his thing. Alright, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'll be back on again in the morning. Morning, I'm gonna pick back up on the Reconciliation of Ascension. Very, very fun ROM. Alright, it's over. Bye.